Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Athletics going up against the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your New York Yankees.
Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, Garrett Cole.
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve, and because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
And here is Lawrence Butler. And that's in for a strike. And this one is off and running. Splits the plate, and it's 0-2.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
The 0-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Well, oftentimes that's the pitch he's trying to set up, the curveball. He'll lean on it pretty heavily, so you got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Hit on the ground to short. Volpe throws across the diamond. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. And time now to check out the A's lineup.
The center fielder, number 33, J.J. Bleday.
This is J.J. Bleday. Bleday goes 6'1", 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Fastball for a strike, and the count 1-1. Two out, space is empty. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. End of a half inning of play. No score. Back here with my pal Singy, and getting to start, Luis Severino.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Anthony Volpe, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. The pitch. Out to short. A dive. Nice stop. To first. Got him. Nice play.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Hard hit right side. In plenty of time to first. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Aaron Judge in now, takes ball one off the plate. That one catches the zone, and the count even at 1.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
That one missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Cody Bellinger waiting to hit for the Yankees. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. We played an inning, no score. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Shea Langoliers. Cole back to work. And strike one to the catcher.
0-1.
Smoked on the ground a second. Gets it to first. One up, one down.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 21,
Tyler Soderstrom digs in now. Just missed.
Ball one, no strikes. Ball, that's inside.
Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Next pitch is outside. And there's the automatic.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss and a slider.
0-2.
High in the air, out to right. Brings it in for the third out. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
The center fielder, Cody
So Cody
Bellinger.
Bellinger went as a fourth-round pick by the Dodgers in a 2013 draft. How about this, though? His final year in high school, he hit just one home run. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. They must be going crazy in the dugout. The Yankees score first. It's 1-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at bat. You watch him from the on deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. There's the strike up high, and it's 0-1.
Oh, just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Up the middle, Geloff. Throws to first in time.
Batting 7, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
2 outs, base is empty. Paul Goldschmidt, the next to hit. On the inside corner for a strike. He swings and fouls one off. Got him swinging. The high heat too much on that one. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. Back now in the Bronx, on to the 3rd inning. Now it's going to be Seth Brown. Swinging a foul out of play.
Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts. Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Here's Luis Urias. Fouled off down the right side. One out, base is empty. And a swing and a miss.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 1 down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just punched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Jacob Wilson in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two outs. Strike 2.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Right side. Judge makes the catch. And that is that. Bottom of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez.
Jason Dominguez.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. Out towards left center. Bleday on the move to the gap. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Oswaldo.
So digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera. And that misses. 1-0. Out there to center. Bleday coming on. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run.
The batter, number 11.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all. It's 2-0. So 2 down, and up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field, and that keeps the inning going.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, flied to right his first time. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Severino throws to first. Chisholm back in on a dive. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Jazz on his horse coming around third. He'll score easily, and they lead by 3.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Bellinger up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. That smash towards center. Bleday makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left on base. On to inning number 4. Yankees 3 and the A's nothing. Back in the Bronx, and now
the right
Lawrence
fielder,
Butler.
number 4, Lawrence Butler.
Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Oh, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Throws to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Now
there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Brent Rooker up next for the A's. He's 0 for 1. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1. Rooker, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Got him swinging.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7
the
punch-outs
A's,
already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
That one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Bellinger has a beat on it. Nabs it. And that is that. Bottom 4. Now up is the Yankees DH. Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Foul ball. Severino. And that one in the air center field. Bleday under this one. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the catcher.
And now Austin Wells. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, first baseman Paul.
2 down, base is empty. Paul Goldschmidt now went down on strikes his first time through. Slice down the right side. Yankees up by 3.
Ball. 1-1.
That misses the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
He was all over that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Goldie off of first with 2 away. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
And here comes Mark Kotsay as he's ready to make a change and go to the bullpen. Luis Severino will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
so they
Athletics,
turn things over to the righty, Noah
number
Murdoch.
58.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings,
Murdoch.
and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
So 2 on with 2 away. Now at the plate, Oswaldo Cabrera. And ball 1.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Base hit. 1 run is in. The throw in. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 5-0.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Next to hit, Anthony Volpe. He's already homered in this game. Just missed. Two runs across in the inning. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1. Center field. Lede under it. He's there. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 4. It's the Yankees 5 and the A's 0. Back for more from the Bronx. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Shea Langoliers. Cole back to work. Late on that fastball.
You know, these A's just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Soderstrom.
So up next, Tyler Soderstrom. His first at bat was a strikeout.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
And a foul ball. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. So 5 perfect innings in the books. It's the Yankees 5 and the A's nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Just missed. Movement in the bullpen. Hogan Harris, the left-hander, up and throwing. Otanez warming up as well. The 1-0. And a foul ball. Line drive. Puts it away for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here is Aaron Judge. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch way upstairs. Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to first. Judge out on the play.
The center fielder, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
2 outs, base is empty. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Inside, just missed. That one hit to right. Butler makes the catch, and that'll do it. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the left fielder, Seth Brown. And a big swing and a miss.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings and misses. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Next up for the A's, Luis Urias. Struck out swinging his first time. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Dominguez pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away.
The batter, number 5.
Jacob Wilson getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Popped up. Volpe And that'll do it. Nothing doing there for the A's. It's 5-0. Back here in New York, bottom of the 6th. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Well hit the other way. That one going back and foul.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Outside. And the count 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
Count.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That one way inside. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Now the catcher up to hit, Austin Wells. 0 for 2 in this one. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Here's your 1.
Aye.
In the dirt.
0-2.
Missed inside with the curve. Now a screamer into the outfield. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for 2. That one lifted to left. Brown should have this one. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay
number
close.
24, Jason Dominguez.
And now, Jason Dominguez. Chop to first, Soderstrom. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Yanks leave 1, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Back in the Bronx, top of inning number 7. Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And that is out of play. A strikeout for the Coltrane. He's making it look easy out there.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. Right through there for a strike.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today. Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. On a line out towards center. Dives and he can't hang on. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. He's in there. So the perfect game bid comes to an end, and now we'll see what he's got left in the tank and how they'll play it on the mound moving forward. But Singy, he's been a lot of fun to watch in this one.
Yeah, Boog, really impressive from the very beginning. I mean, this guy was in total command the whole time, attacking hitters, and really he's made them look pretty lost up to this point.
And a ground ball to first, and he takes it himself for the out.
The batter, the catcher, Shea Langoliers.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers, known for his rocket arm behind the plate.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Swinging a foul straight back.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Right down the chute, and a count 1-2. Rooker on third with 2 out. A strikeout and the second of the game for the Coltrane. The A's strand 1. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. And welcome back to the ballpark.
For the
Bottom
Yankees,
of the 7th, and
third
stepping in
baseman,
for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Just missed.
1-0.
Hit on the ground to short. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
The batter, number 11, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Drilled out towards left center field, way back there. That's not coming back. Another homer, his second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 6-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there, patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
1 down. And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 3. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Everything came
The
together
right fielder,
perfectly
number
for him right
99,
there. Smash that one
Aaron
through the infield for the knock. When it's hit
Judge.
that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Good feed. That's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Judge getting an angle on it. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But, yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 8th. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. And the A's are gone in order. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. On to the bottom of the 8th, and here comes Bellinger.
The center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Murdoch back to work. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Off the plate, and it's 1-2. Missed inside with the curve.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And it's filled up. Out to center. Bleday sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Giancarlo.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton.
Stanton.
Put together a great at bat last time. Really battled. Ended up with the base hit.
Inside, just missed.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Strike one.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Inside.
Nope.
And it's 2-1. The Yanks up big in this one. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Struck him out looking.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside. And as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Yeah, there's the strike.
Ball, that's outside.
Lifted in the air out to left. Brown pulls it down, and that is that. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's the third baseman, Luis Urias. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
And that misses. And it's 1-1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Judge makes the grab, one away.
The batter, number 5, shortstop Jacob Wilson.
Jacob Wilson now at the plate.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still has bite to it. You just don't see it flattening out just because he's tired. He's still delivering good action.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay throw, but he's in there easily.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Now here is Lawrence Butler, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. That's in there, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And he pumps it a strike. Wilson leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Struck him out swinging. The A's down to their final out.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Foul ball there.
But they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The Athletics down to their final strike.
Ball.
That one just misses.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Man on second, 2 down. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that's the ball game.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.